Hi, this is Coach Joe Lucas, and welcome to the Magellan Network Show. My goal inside of this communication, this show, is to share with you my nearly 30 years of coaching some of the most successful financial advisors in North America. We're going to be talking about strategies, syntaxes. We're going to be bringing guests on from time to time, and I'm going to share with you what's working now. So think of this show as sort of like a little one-on-one kind of mini coaching cast, if you like, where we're going to be going in depth from time to time on strategies to help you grow your business, get more effective, become more efficient, find balance in your time management, grow your business, and quite frankly, whatever else is going on in the world today. So before we get to today's episode, I'd love for you to do a couple things for me. Number one, make sure that if you're watching this on YouTube that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're doing the audio, make sure that you give us a review on whether it's Spotify or Apple. We'd really appreciate that. And quite frankly, that does help. It does matter when you rate things and like things and subscribe to things. It helps us get the word out to more of the industry. And lastly, I have a very special gift for you. Go to MagellanNetwork.net, so one word, MagellanNetwork.net, and I have for you a complimentary membership, 100% gratis, where you can tap into about between 50 and 75 hours of masterclasses, forms, tools, templates, and strategies. So please go ahead and make sure you go ahead and get that claimed. Smash the like button and subscribe. And please go ahead and leave us a review on whatever podcasting platform you're on. And now, let's get to this week's episode. Hi, Coach Joe Lucas here. And what I want to spend a little time today talking about is really maybe introduce you to a new framework that I just put out to my members of Magellan Network. And I thought we'd take a few minutes this week and give you guys like a little bit of an executive briefing and overview on this new framework. So I coach in what I call frames. And so a frame is like a template, if you will, right? So I have a morning ritual template or framework. We call it our Magellan Morning 8. We have a daily game plan template. We call it our Magellan Daily 5. We also have what I like to call a global template, which is our Magellan Core 5, all right? So I've been thinking about this and I go, am I missing any frameworks? Is there anything else that an advisor really needs to understand, be aware of, and master in order for them to achieve their goals and have a high level of success? And what I came up with when I kept Q&Aing myself and during my morning walk and talks was there is another framework. So where if you think about the Magellan Core 5, and you can go research on what that is, there's videos on that. That's a very broad-based framework, right? Morning 8 is a very narrow framework. It's executed in the morning inside of an hour. The Daily 5 is executed within a 8-hour time span, right? So what else are we missing? So today, what I want to talk about is what we call the Magellan Success Five, right? So the Magellan Success Five. So these are 5 things that every advisor needs to master or have mastery of in order to maximize their success. And by the way, they're in no particular order, and I may do a deeper dive on them down the road, but I want to just, again, awareness first, right? And then we kind of figure out awareness first and mastery second. So the first thing is, if you really want to achieve greatness and high levels of success, and I guess we should take a moment and define what that is not just economic success. That is economic success. That is also that we are sustainable. We've got great balance points and integration. So in other words, we're firing on all cylinders of our entire life, economically, emotionally, from a balance standpoint also. So the first one, do you have, and I want you to think about this, do you have a written strategic plan, and do you have a vision for yourself and for your business? And the key word here is writing. If it's up here, right, in what we call the gray matter, that is subject to whims, changes, deletion, elements like that. Now, again, what we use here, and a tool that we use with our clients is we have a pretty thick, about 87 pages long. This is a 10-year 10-year strategic plan that gets broken up into various pieces, right? It's critical because remember something. You are the chief visionary officer of your business. You're the one that sets the vision. If you have a team, junior advisors, staff, COOs, whatever you have, ultimately it's one of the core tenets of leadership that you instill and reinforce the vision of the business. You can only do that if you have one, right? So number one, if you will, is going to be our strategic plan. Number two, it's nice to have 10-year visions. And by the way, in our plan, we go from 10-year to a 3-year to a 1-year, right? So it's tactical, kind of mid spot, and then we kind of do the long-term piece, right? So number two of the Success Five is going to be, do you operate with a tactical plan? So in our world, we operate inside of a 2-page, or we have another version that's 4 pages. And this is a quarterly, could be a quarterly game plan, could be a monthly game plan, could be a periodic game plan where it's maybe 4 months. Right? There's various iterations of it, but here's the bottom line. This is your play sheet. This is what you're going to run your business off of on a very tactical basis, right? So remember, we want to think strategically, have great vision, but we have to operate in a very tactical way, right? So number two is going to be having a tactical game plan, again, in writing, that we work towards. Third one is, who do we hang with? Our associations, right? So part of the Magellan Success Five, the third one, is going to be who you hang with. And there's an old saying, I forget who said it, was Jim Rohn or somebody else said, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time around. Now, you cannot choose your family. You're not going to fire them. So let's just put those aside for a second. And you got to ask yourself, if I look at inside the industry, let's talk about that. Am I hanging with like-minded people? And I did this, I did an episode, probably about 1.5 years, 2 years ago now. And I told the story about how I ruthlessly looked at all my associations. And I put them in 3 buckets. The ones that gave me energy, that added to my life, that were really collaborative, right? The ones that were sort of neutral, no harm, no foul. And the ones that suck energy away, they're negative, they're focused on the wrong things, they bring nothing to my party. I eliminate the 3rd bucket, ruthlessly, right? Just cut them out. But you got to ask yourself, are you hanging with the right advisor? Are you hanging in the right tribe? And, for many years in my coaching career, that was a hypothetical conversation. And then, 12 years ago, I built my first mastermind group. Now we're going to have up to 7 this year running simultaneously. And I'm watching the advisors in these groups build relationships, hang out, share ideas, hold each other accountable, like a breath of fresh air. Because even if you're in a branch of 50 advisors, you're still on your own island. So associations matter. You can also find associations in Vistage, EO. There's other places to go find associations too. These are not referral clubs, right? So there are other ways to do it, or you can start your own mastermind group locally. But here's the bottom line. If you were to ask yourself and look at everyone that you interact with, are you hanging with the right people? So associations matter. That's number 3. Number 4, that we understand what business we're truly in. We're not in the financial planning business. We're not in the running a money business. We're not in the financial advice business. We are in the influence business. If we do not influence ourselves, our teams, our clients, our prospects, what are we doing? Right? I don't care how gifted of a financial planner you are. I don't care if you have an excellent track record at running money. If you cannot communicate that to clients, prospects, any other human being effectively and influence them, you're going to struggle in this game. Just the way it is. And you need to have 21st century skill sets. So this is not about, I've got a pitch book. Trash it. It's obsolete, right? Pitch books are, what are you doing? You're talking, not listening, not asking questions, not building rapport. It does not work. So if you got a pitch book, and I've been against pitch books for decades, I think it puts you in a presentation mode, not an interview mode. So do you have a model, that you have a well thought out prospect to client conversion process that's elegant, ethical, and built around influence, right? That you need that. That is no longer optional. And I've heard this for, and it's no longer true. I heard for years, oh man, Joe, I'm really good, man. Just get me in a room with a prospect and I can close them. I said, that's your first problem. You're trying to close somebody. If you got to close, then you've not done your job. Because if it's hard on the end, if it's hard at the end of the process, then you miss something in the process. Okay? So again, our fourth one is how well are you at influencing yourself, your team, your clients, your prospects? Because that is the business we are truly in. Fifth and final, you must understand modern marketing. Modern marketing. So what does that mean? That means that social media, that means video, that means written correspondence, that means understanding drip marketing, understand what a funnel is, and it's not something you pour liquid through. And not that you need to go ahead and be expert and execute, but you need to know, because I see this all the time with clients who say, hey, I'm going to go hire this marketing consultant and they're going to do, SEO for me, and they're going to help me with some social media, and they're going to help me build a funnel and stuff like that. I said, do you know what any of those things are? And they go, no. So I go, how are you going to ask the questions to the consultant or vendor so you're not going to get ripped off, right? So it's not about, hey, I need you to be an expert in this. You just need to know what you need to know so you can make, as a business owner, make proper decisions. And modern marketing is not slapping up a 1990s website and a brochure. Modern marketing is really about, guess what? Being a thought leader, subject matter expert, right? In essence, creating content, educating, adding massive value up front. I mean, there's so many things in modern marketing. It's not like you're pitching a yield and a bond anymore. So those days are gone, right? I had clients that built, oh my God, 20 years ago, they built their businesses on Ford credit bonds. I remember these stories. Take out ads in the LA Times with the yield. Phone to ring off the hook on a Monday, right? Those days are gone, right? So we have to understand modern marketing. So those are the 5 things that I'd like you to kind of think about and grade yourself on, from that perspective. Where are we with our strategic plan and writing? Where are we with our quarterly game plan and writing, right? Where are we with our associations? Where are we with our influence game? And then where are we with modern marketing? These Success 5, all right? So really think about that going forward. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to be a resource. Any advisor, and I mean this truthfully, and you can always ask around. Any advisor can have 30 minutes of my time, no questions asked. Just go to my website. And please make sure you check out MagellanNetwork.net, where I have, about 50 to 75 hours of masterclasses, all for you, all gratis. And just go there and check it out. There's a little tour video and stuff like that. If it meets your liking, then please go ahead and step into that game, okay? Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening to this episode of Magellan Network Show. And make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, send us a review on Apple. All those things really do matter. Thank you. Thank you for watching or listening to this episode of the Magellan Network Show. Hey, if any of this resonated with you, I invite you to come to MagellanNetwork.net, and we have a powerful group coaching community of like-minded advisors. Come in for a trial. You and I will have a one-on-one conversation. Let's see if I can help elevate your game both personally and professionally.